41 Action News starts right now.
We're tracking storms across the metro. We look at what you can expect throughout this morning. Here's a live look at I-70 by the stadiums. The rain is picking up across Kansas City. We'll keep you updated throughout the show. Good morning. I'm Richard Sharp. Welcome to 41 Action News today. We have team coverage of the thunderstorms across the metro, so let's get right over to meteorologist Nicole Phillips, who's tracking everything. Nicole.
Yes, thank you, Richard. This morning you are waking up to some thunder, even some...
Nicole, thank you. Right now, Hurricane Matthew moving closer to the U.S. It's now headed toward the Bahamas with winds around 150 miles an hour. The death toll from this powerful storm is now up to 26 people across the Caribbean. Tens of thousands of people in Haiti remain without power this morning. Hurricane Matthew could reach parts of Florida today. Authorities in the state are urging residents to have at least 3 days of food and water supply. They have fully charged cell phones and batteries they're also asking people to have. This is causing a huge rush, of course, at grocery stores and convenience stores throughout the area. Thousands in Florida and South Carolina are evacuating or have already evacuated. The rush is causing major backups in both states with bumper-to-bumper traffic for miles. In fact, it got so bad in South Carolina, authorities reversed eastbound lanes to quicken the evacuation.
For those of you that are wondering whether you should leave or not, I again will tell you that if you do not leave, you are putting a law enforcement officer or a National Guardsman's life on the line when they have to go back and get you.
With so many people leaving at once, those heading to the pumps are just waiting for hours to get gas. Some stations are even running out of fuel. Now, we told you about the death toll, how it's up to 26 people. At least 14 of those people died in one town in Haiti when a bridge washed away. The bridge collapse cut off part of the country from crucial resources. In Haiti, roads are flooded, homes are destroyed. The death toll in that country is expected to rise. A local doctor with the organization Heart to Heart will head to Haiti to help deal with the disaster. The country's communication systems are down. Dr. Gary Morish and a team of medical volunteers often travel to areas needing help after a natural disaster.
So our medical teams will be going into the southwest where the worst of the damage is, and we'll set up, we're self-contained, we can set up our own clinics, we have our own medicines and supplies, and we'll immediately start taking care of patients.
You'll find more information about how you can help on our mobile news app. Right now, the hurricane is causing airlines to cancel thousands of flights. Fort Lauderdale's airport will completely shut down around 9:30 this morning. American Airlines canceled all flights in and out of Miami today. This includes flights to and from Kansas City. We've been checking on flights out of Kansas City throughout the morning at KCI website. One flight is currently canceled, a flight headed to Miami at 6:15 this morning. We'll keep you updated as flight information throughout the morning. All right, for the latest on Hurricane Matthew's track and how the East Coast is preparing, download the 41 Action News app. We've got the latest information on that. 41 Action News got some answers after a false tornado warning in Kansas on Wednesday. The Kansas Transportation Authority tweeted twice about a warning west of Topeka, but the National Weather Service never issued the warning. The agency says the misinformation came from it sharing the AccuWeather alert. Now, despite the false alarm, authorities say anytime you hear a warning, you should take cover. We now want to take you to some breaking news overnight. Fire at a BP gas station. This one's at 85th and State Line Road. A tanker trucker was filling up at the station when the driver said he heard a lightning strike, then saw flames coming from a ventilation pipe. The fire was quickly put out. Luckily, no one was injured in that. Another fire overnight, this one at home on Persimmon and Grain Valley. 3 people were inside at the time. We know the fire started in the bedroom and that smoke detectors woke the family up. There is some smoke damage in the home, but the building is okay. The family should be able to remain there. Firefighters do not know the cause of that fire. Only on 41 Action News, a Kansas City attorney is trying to free a friend of a man who was convicted for the same overturned murder in 2001. The concerns of beating and strangling death of a newspaper editor, Kent Heitholt, in Columbia, Missouri. Ryan Ferguson was freed in 2013 after the court stated prosecutors withheld key evidence from the defense. Charles Erickson is still in prison for that crime. No attorney, with help from the Midwest Innocence Project, hopes to get him freed.
No one's ever taken his case and filed to show the ways in which we know that the evidence that was provided to him and told to him was also false.
Now, when police led Erickson to believe Ferguson would testify against him, Erickson said he felt pressured to say he was responsible, thinking he would otherwise face the death penalty. You can read more about the case and what police can do to get a confession on our website, kshb.com. On the campaign trail this morning, just days after their running mates battled it out in the vice presidential debate, both presidential candidates are gearing up for the next time they share this stage in their second debate. The debate will take place Sunday at Washington University in St. Louis. It'll be a town hall format with undecided voters asking questions. It's a format the Clinton campaign says is natural for the Democratic nominee.
She's very used to the format. She likes it. She likes answering questions from individual citizens. That, she listens hard and relates to people. And that's a format that Donald Trump isn't as used to.
Today, Hillary Clinton has no events scheduled as she prepares for the debate. Her running mate, Tim Kaine, will be in Pennsylvania and Nevada. Meanwhile, Donald Trump will hold his first event, or his last event, I should say, of the week in New Hampshire tonight. He spent yesterday in the battle state of Nevada praising his running mate's performance in the VP debate.
And last night, America also got to look firsthand at my judgment, and that was judgment. You need judgment.
Now, the polls show Trump's support is dropping in key states like Nevada after the first debate. You can count on 41 Action News for full coverage from Sunday's debate in St. Louis. Our live reports begin on Saturday. All right, a proposed tax increase will be on the ballot for Jackson County voters this November. As 41 Action News reporter Brian Abel explains, proponents say it will help create much-needed revenue.
Well, 1/8 of 1% doesn't sound like a lot of cash, but to organize...
41 Action News.
4:37 now. A near sellout crowd filled the seats at the Sprint Center last night for a professional hockey game. It's a sight the city hoped to see when the Sprint Center opened nearly a decade ago. The center stays busy hosting Big 12 tournament and concerts throughout the year. But many people question why the center still does not have its own professional sports franchise.
I think if we had a team here that played, 40 games a year, it would just explode.
Sprint Center hosts the Miami Heat and the Minnesota Timberwolves in an NBA preseason game this Saturday. So we want to know what you think. Before you head out to work, log on to our Twitter and cast your vote in today's poll. This morning, we want to know if KC decided to support a professional franchise at the Sprint Center, which sport would you prefer? Hockey, baseball, something else, or neither? We'll keep you updated on the results throughout the morning. Well, a push to do something positive. Take a look at this video, how one local teacher inspired a deeper connection between students and teachers and how it's going viral. 4:41 now. Today, City Council leaders could vote on whether one KC hotel can add a tax to its room. The Downtown Marriott is asking for the community improvement tax to remodel 990 hotel rooms. That tax would be on the bill when someone stays at the hotel. Now, if passed, the city has the right to reserve 80% of the hotel's rooms for conventions for up to 5 years in advance. Also today, the state will rename the Broadway Bridge in honor of Buck O'Neil. It's a big honor for the Kansas City sports icon. The ceremony is set for 10 this morning at the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum. Well, mystery in Missouri, deputies need your help. They found a woman's body off the side of I-44 in rural Phelps County. Detectives hope someone can identify her from her tattoos. The woman was around 30 years old with dyed blue hair. She was wearing a blue and red sundress when she was found. Now, lots of people are sharing this story on Facebook. You can download the 41 Action News app to share it to help find out who she was. Also popular on our Facebook, check this out. 41 Action News, Krista DeBille takes an in-depth look at one of Kansas City's most popular app for kids called Musical.ly. Now, the app is a video social network where users can create video lip syncing to popular music clips. She has some tips that what every parent needs to know about protecting your kids while they're using this app. Head over to the 41 Action News Facebook page and check it out.
Should be in worse this afternoon, yeah.
All right, we also want to show you, take a look at this radar map. This is KCP&L. While we're not dealing with widespread outages right now, which is good news, just under 200 homes are without power. They're mainly in the south of the metro and Overland Park area and just a little bit to the north in the Gladstone area. We'll keep an eye on this throughout our newscast and keep you updated on the power outages as they change throughout the morning. All right, we're learning new details about a Los Angeles sheriff's officer that died on Wednesday. Sergeant Steve Owens was first to respond to a burglary in Lancaster, California. Owens' patrol car was riddled with 6 bullet holes in the windshield passenger door. He was 29-year veteran of the force. Aerials from the scene captured the burglary suspect being apprehended by police in the back of the home. The unknown man was arrested, searched, taken into custody. Later that hour, a gun was found on him at the time he was taken into custody. And take a look at this. Do you recognize this person? Surveillance cameras caught him breaking into a Northeast Kansas City church early Monday morning. He's accused of stealing thousands of dollars worth of electronics and food from the Independence Boulevard Christian Church.
I don't know what kind of mindset this person would have to think it was okay to break into a church. I couldn't do that. I couldn't sleep at night.
Now, the church and 2 others nearby were also targeted by burglars in August. New details in the search for a missing Metro woman who went missing last month. Police continue to search for Jessica Runyons, and they're now asking for anyone with a trail camera near 71 Highway in Bannister to review that video from September 8th and 9th. Authorities found her burned out vehicle in this area. Kyler Eust faces charges in connection with Runyon's burned vehicle. He is the same man once connected to the disappearance of a Belton teen a decade ago. All right, well, we're following lots of stories this morning. Let's check in at our newsroom to see what stories you can expect the next hour. Lindsay.
Hey, Richard, good morning. Coming up at 5, we have live team coverage of those storms rolling through the Kansas City area. Take a look at what the rain looked like overnight. So this is in South KC, just coming down there near Blue Ridge and Holmes. That's after midnight. I'm sure that lightning and thunder woke all of you guys up, too. And we have crews out on the road this morning, making sure your morning drive is safe. Plus, our team of meteorologists here to tell you how long the storms are sticking around and if your drive home is going to be a mess too. Those stories plus this morning's news as soon as it breaks. Coming up at 5 on 41 Action News. Clear, complete coverage.
Well, a push to do something positive at a school is getting a lot of attention online. Take a look.
Your attitude and your work ethic, and you inspire me to come to work every day as a teacher, and you need to keep up what you're doing because you're awesome.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Because they don't
That's cool. A teacher at Oak Park High School decided to put something to use that she learned at the summer training session. Teachers were challenged to tell students who inspired them to be better teachers, and they recorded the students' reactions. The work of Jamie McSparran led to the Oak Park Positivity Project.
And it was just really powerful to watch the kids, their eyes, the smiles on their faces. Even if it was just a fleeting smile of, I'm too cool to smile.
Now, she says that people from all over the country have emailed her about this. They're asking logistics, how'd they do this, where'd they go, so they can do something similar at their schools. You can read some of the teacher and student stories on our website, kshb.com. And to watch the full Positivity Project video, head to our Facebook page and click like while you're there. It is awesome to watch. All right, want to get you caught up on our weather. It's been a busy, bumpy morning for you.
Yeah, bumpy. We do have some storms.
All right, Nicole, thank you. Well, it's something you may have heard about recently. Target changing their prescription bottles. Getting a lot of buzz on our Facebook page. When CVS brought all the Target pharmacies, they changed the bottle. Now there's a move to change them back. We've got more news on this and a lot more news coming up with Patrick and Lindsay at 5.
My baby's already got all of my love. So no, no.